Last year, I had the most successful month of my life because over the span of 26 days, I made $100,000. $100,000, that's fucking right. And I'm here to tell you how I did it. What you need to do to be successful in the same way, and why you will probably never be able to replicate this kind of success. So, let's go. April 1st, 2021, I got a message from my boy Ben, and he's all like, yo, this Dogecoin shit is about to fucking pop off. So I'm all like, what? Bro, you don't really fuck with that Dogecoin shit. But Ben's my boy, and I trust him, so I dropped 3K on Dogecoin. This netted me about 50,000 tokens at 6 cents per token. After I buy in, I hop on Twitter to see what the fucking deal is, and I notice a very serious trend going on with Dogecoin. You see, for almost every single Dogecoin tweet that was being made, there was another project basically leeching off of those tweets called SafeMoon. So, at this time, I decide to throw about $900 out to the world's worst developers. 4 days later, my SafeMoon bet played off, fortunately, and almost quadrupled in price. At this point, I really didn't know much at all about the potential future of SafeMoon, and I for sure wasn't diamond handing that shit like some of those dumb bitches out there. So I sold my entire bag and netted about $3,000 over a 4-day period. If memory serves me correctly, SafeMoon had its first major sell-off shortly after that. 10 days later, Dogecoin doubles in price, and I'm riding that fucking high all the way to the moon. Boom! Sold 25K tokens and got my original $3,000 investment back in my pocket. Now I got $6,900 sitting around waiting to be used. I noticed that SafeMoon is still popping the fuck off on Twitter and pretty much everywhere else that you can think of. So I gauge my risk tolerance and say, fuck it. I got my $3,000 original investment back. That gives me about $6,000 left to play with for free. So I drop another $6,000 into SafeMoon. Risk-free. Risk-free. I did that on around April 14th and grabbed myself about 7.5 trillion tokens. There was a massive pump for SafeMoon over the next couple of days, and as soon as I was able, I immediately sold half my bag and took my original investment back again. This allowed me to play carefree with the other half of my tokens because at this point I really didn't have anything invested in the project at all. I could give a fuck less whether it dipped to the bottom or flew off the fucking charts. I've already made about $9,000 in profit. All of this was done in about 18 days. Pretty impressive, right? Nope. Sit the fuck down and listen up because we're just getting started. 3 days later, SafeMoon had just come off of its all-time high and was on its bottomless descent. Now, any intelligent and trade-savvy person knows that after a pump that fucking massive, you need to sell off and get the fuck out. So that's exactly what I did. I sold every single one of my SafeMoon tokens for a profit of around $37,000. Best fucking decision of my life. Because it turns out, the people running that company, well, I think we all know what happened. Even those of you who won't believe it. At this time, I'm pretty much done with SafeMoon, but I did unfortunately buy back in when I felt that the project had kind of bottomed out. How much did I buy back in? $3,000, but I could give a fuck less about that money. On to the next thing. April 22nd, I noticed another very similar trend. Very, very similar to what had happened with SafeMoon. And since SafeMoon worked out so well for me, I figured, what the fuck, why not? Let me go ahead and hop in on this one too. Really had nothing to lose at this point. So, what project was it? Well, if you've been here for a while, you probably guessed. That's right. enter.art. I saw this gem beginning to trend around Twitter and the rest of the internet, and I thought to myself, why the fuck wouldn't I hop on this thing before it really gets going? So, I went and dropped $5,000 into enter.art and it netted me 5 trillion tokens. The very next day, I was able to sell off half of those tokens and take my original investment back. This left me with 2.5 trillion shares. 3 days later, I sold those other 2.5 trillion shares for around $62,000. Now, before all you cock-sucking fuckers come out here talking about,
oh my god, Taco made the NFT art so he can make money off of us.
or whatever bullshit is that you're gonna come at me with, you should know a few things. First, I didn't make my first NFT art video until I had already sold off all of my shares. Second, after I sold off my initial amount, I still day traded the token for more profits. However, I was very open about this in all of the public chats for NFT art at the time. Third, I made my videos for NFT art simply out of my love for the project and to support it. Even after I made those videos, I still encouraged people to sell, take their profits, and even day trade the token. I went as far as to tell people the ranges that I was trading in, but all you diamond-handed motherfuckers out there wouldn't take the advice. Now, the point of this video isn't to brag about how much money I made off of these projects or anything like that. It's actually quite simple. The purpose of this video is to encourage all of you, all of these diamond-handed mentality, never gonna sell, even if it costs me my left fucking nut or tit, idiots, to get the fuck over it and learn that you'll never ever make money in this game if you don't get over that mindset and start taking your profits. It doesn't matter how much hype is around a project or how fucking great it looks. You should never, ever put yourself into a losing situation after you've doubled your original investment. That's just fucking stupid.